haven't done a video for a while, so apologies, but we were just a celebrity in the house, you know what I mean? A high profile Liverpool journalist on the scene, on the patch. I'm going to stop talking in a minute. I mean, I've got Glenn Price from ESPN here.
Hello.
You've just been to the press conference. Jurgen Klopp's just done a press conference ahead of the game against Southampton. There's going to be a lot of these coming up because the games are thick and fast, aren't they?
Yeah, it came straight after the Plymouth one as well.
Yeah.
There was no day in between. I thought he might do it on the Tuesday, but
Obviously just wants to get out the way.
Yeah, probably that's because they're going up on Tuesday, you'd imagine.
Yeah.
Stay overnight somewhere. Probably train somewhere beforehand. Like they've done that before a few times, training like a stadium near the ground or something. So, yeah. See what happens.
Do you know a bit more about what they try and do for these away games that are a bit longer? Because I know Jurgen's a fan of keeping people with their families as much as they can, but obviously, sometimes feels a bit too far to go on a day. So do you know what they try and put in place? Have they got certain places where they stay in certain areas, or is it vary away by away?
I think it'll vary away by away, and the schedule that's permitting. I'm sure with the busyness of the next few weeks, they'd like to stay at home as much as possible, but it just might not be possible. Southampton's, not the nearest, is it?
No.
But the times that they have been recently, they've always just gone up the day before and then come back on the night.
Come back on the night
on the plane, yeah.
Yeah, and then that's quite tricky in itself because it means you're getting back late. So then they'll have to train Thursday because it's a big night, a big game. But I noticed what he's done quite a bit is he's varied the training times this year as in Jurgen, which I think is quite an interesting thing. It used to be training start at 1 o'clock and that was it. Whereas he's not shy of throwing one at 8 o'clock in the evening if it fits the schedule better. Or also, what he said is, well, you don't always play at the same time.
Makes sense, doesn't it? When you think about it,
Yeah.
it's such a long-held tradition that, hang on, this doesn't work.
Yeah, you're going to have breakfast at 11 all together.
I think some players, when he first came in, there was a few teething problems because it was new to them and stuff. But it's one of his, he's got non-negotiable rules, and the training times that he decides are non-negotiable.
Robbo's got them in here. Stuff that he's all right with. Like start times he's sketchy on, but yeah, some of the stuff he's got Sean doing is non-negotiable out of order. But anyway, enough about our employment law. The press conference itself, I thought was a fairly interesting one. He seemed pretty adamant to me that it's going to be full strength. I know there's debate amongst Liverpool fans about how many games we've got and what you do, what you prioritise. It seems for him that the next game is the most important. He wants to win this game, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Well, you say that, he's talking about starting Karius, so it's not like the most important game in the world in terms of the context of the season, because he's willing to put Karius in.
What are you saying about Karius?
I'm just saying he's not first choice, is he?
Yeah.
So, it won't be entirely full strength.
Yeah.
But you'd imagine, and he might not risk the likes of Henderson or Joel Matip.
Yeah, well, I think Matip seems a little bit further away, doesn't he? Henderson, he was making noises like he was going to be ready, but then he said that he thinks he'll be back in full training on Thursday. Now, would he risk him without a full training session, or?
Case with Matip, I think if they're going to play a game, him and Henderson, you'd look to, you say the United one. That's what they're focusing on at the moment. But yeah, there's obviously Coutinho is going to be in the squad.
Yeah.
That's a boost. Klopp said he might play depending on the situation of the game.
Yeah, I was interested in that.
What would that be? Would that be when you're 4-0 up to get some minutes?
Yeah, gives him 15. Or
you're
we need to go
down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe it means if there's loads of tackles flying in, he's going to... Absolutely not.
Yeah, maybe. But that'll be good. When he first got injured, the first few games afterwards, Liverpool struggled a bit. It felt as if they were, I don't know, you'd always struggle without Coutinho, but it did look as if it was a problem. But then they sort of grew into it. Be like having a new signing, him coming back.
Certainly will, yeah. It's been a while since he played, and without him, we've got Liverpool have struggled a little bit, I think, for cohesion, and you'd like to see a real good performance in this game from an attacking point of view. I think not just because you want to get through the tie, and I think, but also if we can take a little bit of pressure off that home tie. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but if you can take a little bit of pressure off the home tie, that'd certainly help with what's coming up, wouldn't it? And also, a bit of a confidence boost before the Man United game. I noticed that Jose Mourinho's done a press conference as well. He's done his already, although they're games before ours. But he was saying, he wants, it's a big game for us. He's going full strength as well. So ahead of Sunday, I think a good confidence boosting win would be good as too.
Yeah, he was asked about, how important the second leg being at Anfield was, and then just batted it away with the usual joke. Well, it depends on the result in the first leg, which is fair enough. Yeah, it's going to be quite an interesting game, really.
Yeah.
He was saying that Southampton have actually had a busier period than Liverpool in recent weeks or whatever. So it'll be interesting to see how Southampton line up. They've just announced that Jose Fonte is not going to play.
Not going to play, no, which is, I guess, good news.
Yeah,
he's a good player.
He's a good player. Yeah. So yeah, it should be a very.
You going?
I'm not going now.
Swerving it?
No, I'm not swerving it. Someone who's better than me at ESPN's going.
Oh well, I don't believe there's such a thing exists. but Glenn Price not going. I'm going because I'm going to all the games because I'm an absolute idiot. Whose idea was that? But yeah, I don't even know what time we're leaving. I'll probably have to look into that. Try to get some details.
Plymouth.
Oh yeah, I'm going to every game. Okay. What an idiot. Well, I said every league game, but I've just sort of committed to them all. I'm not really sure how it happened. I think I only ever said, this is me trying to get out of Plymouth, and maybe Southampton. I think I only ever said league game. I'm pretty sure I only committed, but no, I'm going. Sorry, why not? We're talking about flying maybe, aren't we? Plymouth.
Yeah,
it's
nice. I went there when I was like 12.
I've never been, I don't think.
Yeah, from what I can recall, it's quite a nice place.
There you go. So you are. Me and Clem might go on a date. Fly down there, get a twin, see what happens. I can't get you drunk though. You don't really drink, do you?
Nah, I'll puss off finish at like 12.
Oh, this is rubbish. Yeah, I'll be out by then. Right, well, enough on that. What we got coming up with the Anfield Wrap itself, the free show, the flagship show, we've recorded that. It was really good, actually. I did it with Adam Smith and Ben Johnson, and Neil obviously hosted it, Neil Atkinson, and we touched a lot on the game, obviously, but also Klopp's thinking, Klopp's mindset coming into this run of fixtures, and also we talked about the interview that Jonathan Norcroft did with Jurgen Klopp over the weekend. It was good, that, wasn't it?
It was.
So we talked a lot bit about that. We recorded another rival show, so got Man United the weekend. We did a rival show with them. Got a couple of the guys from United We Stand coming over to do that and talk about the Liverpool Man United rivalry. Rob Gutman's in the gutter at 5 o'clock, his natural habitat. So talking about all the transfer rumours that are going. Are we going to buy anyone in January? Is anyone on their way out? So loads and loads of stuff being recorded, both for the free shows and also on tour player as well. So it's £5 a month, 30 shows a month. Get on it if you're not already. But in the meantime, thanks a lot, Glenn.
See you later.
And I will see you soon.